Oh yeah, boo boo.
Oh, we are back. This is the Bong and a Blintz Comedy Hour with me, your host, Sam York. God, isn't it good to be here on a Tuesday
Live.
Oh, man. I'm here. Oh, you know what? You want
I
to go
love
ahead?
Tuesdays.
Yeah, this is one of our favorite guests of all time.
Favorite.
And she hasn't even been on before.
I know. I'm just that good.
It's wild. I mean, like I was talking to all the previous guests because we have a group chat, and they were all like,
Do I get to be a part of that now, or do I have
well,
to prove myself?
yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
You are our favorite, but
Oh.
we'll see how it goes.
I'm the favorite, but I'm not allowed to be a part of it.
Right, and they were all, ribbing me. Is that a phrase?
No, it's not.
They were ribbing me.
It is one, but you're not using it correctly.
I don't know what they were doing. What were they doing to me? They were
Making fun of you, mocking you.
Yeah, those are all good words because they were like, "Oh, I was great on your show, and this person who has yet to be introduced is never even proved herself, and all of a sudden she's your favorite. But here she is. Why don't you go ahead and let the people know?"
Hi, I'm the favorite. I go by many names, most of which have been lost to time, but you can call me...
Oh, yeah, what a wonderful name.
My favorite.
Oh, do you have a first and a last name legally?
Not at the moment. And, I would prefer not to get into the reasons for that.
Like legal, you got a lawsuit.
It's just personal. It's just personal
You got
stuff.
a lawsuit on?
They got expensive. They got really expensive to maintain. So I was just budgeting last year, and I decided to take them out.
You think like the Fox people have to do that? They have to like put in their budget for like a pending lawsuit.
Yeah.
You think like Tucker or Hannity just is like making their yearly thing, and they're just like, okay, I gotta go put like a misconduct suit in for this year.
You know how like really rich people have like doctors that work solely for them and are like constantly on call? I imagine that like they have lawyers that are like that.
Yes, for
and
sure.
That they just kind of have on FaceTime, and they're like, all right, how much is this going to cost us? All right, cool.
Cool, because they're thrilled. But yeah, wow, we're here with my favorite, who does not have a name, doesn't wish to be named. Maybe we can give her a name at some point.
It really depends. It can't be legal. It can't be legally binding. That is against the law. So
right. In the state of
Massachusetts.
of Massachusetts, where you're from.
Yeah, actually, I was born in Massachusetts, and I lived there for a really long time. Lot colder than here. Lot colder.
Here being Fiji.
Right, Fiji.
Was a special episode live from Fiji.
Live from Fiji. So we're recording this at 8 a.m. Great for comedy. Great for comedy.
It's wonderful. We just had our coffee, and we're ready to go. Oh, man.
I can't drink coffee either.
That's going to be a problem because you down that thing.
No, that is going to be a problem. So we have about 5 minutes. Let's speed this up.
All right. Well, wow. So I hear you've been getting into the retail industry. Is that right?
Oh yeah, I've really just like found my passion for it. I started out working at Aeropostale, and I'm just kind of working my way up. American Eagle, Hollister,
Right.
All the cool places that all the kids go.
All of which are sponsors of today's episode.
All of which are sponsors of today's episode. Yeah.
Oh man, we'd like to thank them all. Every store out there.
I'm so glad that the demographics of who's going to listen to this podcast and who is going to buy clothes from those stores overlap so nicely.
And it's just wonderful. And another store that they all have been raving about, from what I hear, is the Bong and a Blintz store on Etsy.
What? Tell me more about that.
Oh my goodness. Oh, we've got blankets and pet bandanas. It's great. We've got playing cards and jerseys and area rugs.
Okay, you didn't tell me about all this. I think I'm going to have to quit
Wrapping
my
paper.
store. I'm going to have to quit my job at Hot Topic to work for that store.
I think you should.
Yeah. Where's the storefront?
So if you go on Etsy, it's etsy.com/shop/Bong and a Blintz store.
Oh.
And you can get it today. I mean, you can buy it today. We won't deliver it today.
Well, I will actually.
That's a guarantee.
Now that I work for the store, I will personally run to your home and deliver it to you.
That's awesome.
With love, that's optional. That does cost extra.
That depends on how you do on today's podcast.
Oh no.
How much
lots of
love you
here.
have left to give?
Not a lot. So
Okay.
get it while it lasts.
Yeah, and again to reiterate, we sell wrapping paper.
They sell. So in fact, I will bring your item wrapped in wrapping paper.
Very good.
So lovingly wrapped in wrapping paper.
That's right. This Halloween.
And where can I get that again? I'm sorry, I have short-term memory.
The Bong and a Blintz store. So it's on Etsy.com/shop/Bong and a Blintz store. All one word. I know, wild. It should be in the dictionary. But you can get it there, and you can wrap this Halloween. Give your loved one a gift from the Bong and a Blintz
Halloween
store.
gift.
Yes, wrap it up in our wrapping paper. Put it in a bag, or a box. Are you a box or a bag?
Personally,
person?
I like bags because I can always reuse the bags. However, I cannot deny like the absolute. I guess it's like the monkey brain thing, like just how fun it is to unwrap a box of a cool thing in like fun colors, you know?
Right, it's great. I love tearing off the paper and just going to town, ripping, getting a
good workout,
knife or something, and getting that tape
and then
off.
you're like, oh, that's.
And then there's blood everywhere.
There's blood everywhere.
But it's worth it. Oh man, but it's worth it.
It is worth it whenever you get that,
When you get
used blender
from that special someone.
This
Halloween season.
This Halloween season, get used blenders from your aunt, and you can wrap them in wrapping paper that you can buy at
The Bong and a Blintz store on Etsy.
All right. How have you been doing? I feel like everybody comes on the show and
That's so true.
they ask questions, like you ask them questions,
Right.
but they never ask questions about you. So how are you doing?
No one's ever asked me that, as a matter of fact, in my life.
Ever?
Ever. Never.
Oh.
And you know what? I'm doing okay.
You are? Even though nobody's ever been concerned for your well-being, you're still doing okay up there.
Well, yeah, up there in my castle.
And
So, I'm doing all right.
like your mind castle?
Sure. I also live in a castle.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The store's doing that well?
It's blowing up.
Blowing up, wow.
Speaking of blowing up, boom, Big Shack. Big Shack, oh my God.
I don't
I
understand.
was going to totally segue into something else, but Big Shack is here.
Oh, no.
What a surprise. I mean, he's been here on every show, but I didn't expect to have him here today.
You want to explain that tradition?
He's a big fan of the show, and he kind of lives in the studio. He's a good friend of mine.
Really big sponsor of the show.
Boom, boom, boom. All right, good to have you, Big Shack. We're gonna take a break, and if that's all right with you, anyway.
Let's take a break. I'll decide, and then we'll come back.
On the break, we'll decide whether it's okay or not to take a break.
Yeah, I'm just kind of on the fence about it right now. So
Okay.
give me a few minutes.
Very good. Always great to have that kind of time to process in a live show. And we will be right back with some jokes for you, so you
About
better stick
Fiji.
around. Yeah, maybe. I mean,
We're going to have a guest expert about Fiji here in a little bit, so, just buckle up for that.
a spoiler alert.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, we'll be right back.
Oh yeah, boo-boo.
Oh, we're back on the Bab podcast with some jokes. And this is a different segment. So for all you longtime listeners, everything on the show is improvised, except for the monologue, which I write. And oh man, I suffer every week for you guys. I hate it. No, I do enjoy it, but this week it's going to be improvised because I want to test myself. You hear that? I'm a fucking masochist. Anyway, yesterday, according to the U.S. government, was Columbus Day. According to the U.S. government. And please don't clap for that shit. And, of course, Ron DeSantis was the first to let us know. And, by the way, I wouldn't want him to let me know anything, even a happy birthday. I would just go, when did birthdays become a national disgrace? He has a tendency to pick the wrong side of history on literally every topic. That's just his MO. I don't know. I mean, I guess, nobody else is doing it. Stand up for the little guy being Christopher Columbus. He's the little guy. Really shitty. But he made sure to let everybody know that he was definitely in favor of him. What a great guy, and what all that he did for Italian heritage. Let me tell you, Christopher Columbus. We talking about the same guy? The one that chose Spain over them? Anyway. Florida. That's just a joke. It's just fucking Florida. God damn it. Speaking of states, Georgia is number one. And I know that statement has never been said before, but I'm saying it now because the Georgia football team, if you guys keep up with college football, is now the number one team in the nation, and exclusively in that context when it comes to being number one. But it's a source of pride here. I currently reside in Athens for all you fans who want to come visit me, because I'm sure that's top of your priority list. Namely, it happened because Alabama lost, which makes everyone happy always. Not only are they blue bloods and they win all the time, but they're just so easy to root against. And who likes Alabama anyway, just as a state? If we're going to clown on Georgia and Florida, I mean, how can we not talk about Alabama of all states? So that was satisfying. And I hope that you all are tickled by that as well. Sticking with football, John Gruden resigned after just, okay, so let me give you some backstory on this. His emails were released. Yes, another email scandal. Only this time it was a white man instead of a white woman. So this time it was much worse. It's basically the distinction between the two. And John Gruden, oh yeah, he is a white man, and he's an old white man and a football coach. So he's a homophobe? How could that be? That's why everyone is outraged. He had emails, racist, sexist, and homophobic emails were released, forcing him to resign as head football coach of the Raiders. And you know what? Obviously, this is a very shitty situation, but I guarantee you, there are just John Gruden's all over the NFL. So, I'm interested to see whether this is just we got one of them, so we did it, or I'm assuming that's the case. He's also the head football coach of the team with the only openly gay player in the league. So for all of you assholes out there that enjoy this, there's your moment. But yeah, a rich white man, old man, football coach, homophobe. What? How could that be? That's where we are today. But today is a big day. Google Docs. I know you guys are all really invested in this. Google Docs just turned 15. But unfortunately, I won't be able to make it to the quinceañera. I have already made a commitment. I'm going to be tied up at Bing's bar mitzvah. So, And you're probably asking yourself, how did Docs become a Mexican teenage girl and being a Jew? Well, you figure that one out. I don't know. That's not up to me. I don't make the rules. That's just how it is. Come on. Don't ask me these kind of questions, please. I'm getting myself all worked up here. Boy. And then generally if I'm doing a monologue, I can just throw in a what's the deal with with this. So because Abigail has provoked me, that is our guest today. Spoiler alert. She what's the deal with Fiji? Oh boy, those palm trees, man. What's going on there? No, Fiji is probably a wonderful place. I'm sure it's beautiful. But she forced me to do this. So if you're mad about this, just blame her. It's not my fault. It's not my fault, as my 7th grade teacher would say. And to everybody who knows her, you will get a kick out of that, which is like 4 people, because that's who this show is for. I'm slowly making my way to each and every one of you that watch this, and I'm just gonna do a joke for you. Speaking of which, putting a joke for you, at least by you can do that if you go on my Patreon page and get the Oh Yeah Boo Boo package. You can get a joke on the show, which I'm sure is so exciting for you guys, considering how shit this one was. So there's that to look forward to. The other news, Kim Kardashian was on SNL. She made an OJ joke. Everyone was lost their minds. I don't know. I make OJ jokes all the time, and no one seems to get upset about that. Come on, where's the outrage for me? Damn it. That's because I don't have the ass for it. I think that's what it is. I think if I had a nicer ass, you guys would have been more outraged about my OJ joke. Fuck. Well, that wraps up today's segment. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we're gonna get right back into the show. You guys stick around. We're gonna get a quick oh yeah boo boo break. But other than that, we're here for the long haul. All right. So you stick around. We'll be right back.
Oh yeah, boo boo.
Wow, that was so funny. Those jokes, they were so good. Oh,
what
man.
a great monologue. Can you? I need to be completely honest. I don't understand.
Any of them?
No.
Oh.
So let's go through that one by one.
Each joke?
Each joke. If you just want to do the last one, that's okay.
Okay, well, just the last one.
Just only the last one, I promise.
Okay, so, well, I don't know. Audience, did you get it? Did you get it?
Oh yeah, boo.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Okay, fine.
I mean, I think they got it.
Unless
Unless that's what you're saying, is that you just really, really want me to explain this joke.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I think the audience has spoken.
Well, okay. So basically, the joke was that, since we are in Fiji,
Yes, Fiji.
that the palm trees kind of have a sway to them, right? They move around, and it's kind of like me when I've had a few, and that's all I was trying to say. Here,
Oh. That's cool.
That is cool. I think so.
I think so too. That's why I said it. Yeah, that's super cool.
So cool.
Listen, I didn't want to confront you about this live in front of the entirety of the nation of Fiji.
Right. Because they're all here in the
They're
audience.
all here in the studio. Whenever we say live, we mean live.
What else would we mean by that?
Dead. We're
Yeah,
recording
yeah.
this dead from the studio.
Dead
anyway.
from Fiji.
Yeah, you've never heard of that? Dead from Fiji sounds like a really good Dan Brown novel. John Grisham? I get them confused.
John Green, probably.
John Green. I don't like John Green, if I'm being completely honest.
Turtles all the way
Turtles all the way down.
in the ground. Dead
And
from Fiji.
Dead from Fiji, turtles all the way in the ground. Thank you, everybody. No, let's get back on topic. I wanted to talk to you about this podcast, and here's the thing. It's just not working for me.
All right. Is there something we could improve?
Yes, absolutely. Less jokes. Like first, like they're just. See, the thing is, I feel like we don't have enough time to just like sit back. You know, less jokes.
So kind of like a Pete Davidson set, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like I Pete Davidson, I know you're a big fan. I'm so sorry for him. I know that you're definitely like really offended, and I just want to say that he does not speak for me. Huge fan of your stuff.
Okay.
Huge fan. Let's talk about your opinions on Pete Davidson.
Okay. So let's get serious for a second.
Let's get serious
and
for a
talk
second
about my
on this
opinions on Pete
Comedy
Davidson.
Hour podcast.
Right. Well, you know, he's got a real marsupial vibe to him.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So that's nice.
I don't like the way that he
As a big fan, this is coming from a big fan.
This is coming from a big fan of Pete Davidson. I'm like just not a fan of the way that he cocoons like his skin inside of his skin,
right?
Like every month or something. I think it's gross. I know what happens. I know that like he has to turn into goo, but I'm just not a big fan.
Yeah, and I think his organ harvesting clinic is really kind of,
it's touch and go. It's
Yeah.
touch and go, really. I feel like it could be doing a lot of good. Don't get me wrong. It
Absolutely.
has the potential to really save some lives. However, it's just like
ripping them out of live bodies is what I have the issue with.
Just like euthanize the orphans first,
Yeah,
like that would
make it
be-
more painless.
Make it more like euthanize them. That would be my only suggestion. Love you, Pete. Love you. Seriously.
I think we should make a pro-con list about
Pro-con list
Pete
about
Davidson.
Pete
So-
Davidson's
so-
organ harvesting clinic.
Oh, okay. So
Well, yeah.
just the organ harvesting clinic.
Well, do you want to do the brothel too?
Okay, all right, we'll do both.
Okay, we'll do
All right,
the orphan brothel.
Orphan brothel.
But yeah, the orphan brothel.
And they are all over 30 years old. So
Don't worry about that.
Right.
That's definitely in the pro
So-
section.
so-
All legal.
right, and also all their parents, lived fairly long lives.
No, yeah, like these people are 30, and like the parents had them later in life.
Right. So orphan is a somewhat of a strong word.
Yeah. But I think
that's a
in
pro.
the con list is that Pete Davidson himself does kill the parents, and it's like, I mean, I know that they're older already, but
Right.
like, geez, dude, when do you get off?
When does he get off? That's another con, is that he doesn't have a consistent schedule.
He can never get off, and it's like, what are we supposed to do?
I know, we're waiting here. It is a brothel after all.
It is,
and he's never getting off.
He's never, and you're just sitting there, and you're like, this is really sad. All of these orphans are like, they all have their own stuff going on, and
Absolutely.
but another section for the pro column, clean, and you don't really get, you don't really get that from a lot of brothels these days. I have to be honest.
I agree. I mean, God, the floors, you could see your own reflection in.
See your own reflection in them, and all right.
The condoms are strong.
They've
never broken at the brothel.
Never.
Granted, he's never gotten off. But
never.
But the condoms have stayed intact.
Yes. And if you say the magic word, then you also get to go into the orphan brothel. But still, like, it is clean, but they are orphans, so it's just
Right. And
we'll
a
put
recent
that in between.
I would say another con is that they're recently orphaned, like as of that day.
Yeah, like Pete Davidson kills those parents real fresh. And it's like, if you're not getting off to this dude, like, why not just quit? You know?
Yeah. Oh, man, I've thought about it.
We all have, I think. And let's move on to that organ harvesting clinic. Like
It's in Staten Island.
Staten Island.
Mm-hmm.
Con, Staten Island.
Right.
And
Pro, it's legal.
it is legal.
Somehow, there's a clause in the Staten Island Constitution.
That says only Pete Davidson is allowed to organ harvest.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know,
It was written in by Cuomo himself.
you know, you wouldn't think that he would be a huge fan of organ harvesting and all, because he seems to really like organs. But, you know, I feel like this kind of balances out the other stuff, you know? So let's make a separate list for Andrew Cuomo.
It's like George Washington,
It's
you know?
like George
You've
Washington.
got to weigh the pros and the cons, which is what we're doing
Which
here.
is what we're doing here. Okay, so right now we have 3 lists going. Orphan
Cuomo.
brothel, organ harvesting in Staten Island,
And
and
Andrew Cuomo.
Andrew Cuomo. So
I think we're done with the organ harvesting
yeah,
one.
we've kind of covered everything there. Let's go back to Andrew Cuomo.
Okay.
Con, his name is like kind of hard to read, you know? Like
It's like
off-
Cuomo.
Like, what am I even supposed to do here, you know?
What is happening?
Pros?
A pro is Chris.
Effective.
Oh,
What?
Chris Cuomo, his brother, who's on CNN. He does good stuff.
Oh, yeah. Lots of good stuff there.
And you know what they say? It's all in the family.
It's all in the family. And
Great
let's go ahead
show.
and put that under pro. Con wasn't a huge fan of the way he treated women. Wasn't
yeah.
a huge fan.
Yeah, we're not fans of that.
We're not fans of that. But, you know, here at
At Bab.
here at Bab, we always try to look on the good side of things.
We always look on the bright side of life.
Always. And so it's really hard to, you know, look on the bright side of sexual assault.
Oh yeah, we try not to do
No,
that.
we're
at
not
all.
going to look at the bright side of sexual assault, but we're going to look at some of the other qualities and see if maybe something balances out. Like,
He's got a great ziti recipe.
absolutely. Have you tried his couscous?
Oh man, I used to be invited over to dinner, and then I started making pro con lists about
Oh
it.
yeah.
And then
I'm so glad that I found another person who makes pro con lists, because, you know, it's just so much fun to really evaluate your friends and peers with a pro con list.
in
Let's
everything
make
I
pro
do.
con lists about each other. Let's go ahead and do that. All right. So
Okay.
pro
About me or you?
about you. Okay. Pro podcast.
Mm.
Con 3 feet tall.
Well, you know what they say. It's not about the inches, it's about the miles. And I've got a lot of miles on my car.
Yes, because you have to drive everywhere. Your legs are so short.
I can't.
Like,
I have to drive around the building. Like I can't even walk around. It's
I mean, your go-kart is so cool. Really a huge fan of that.
Yeah.
Pro,
Thank
funny. Con,
Ooh, thank you.
well, I don't
You're
I don't
having
know.
trouble with the
No,
cons,
the
which
thing-
I appreciate.
No, yeah, it's just I don't know how mean we're allowed to get. Can I just like go all out?
You can say almost anything.
Con, butterfly.
Yeah, I know. I've
Like,
been hanging
get
out with
that-
Pete Davidson, and I've been in my cocoon.
Get
but
that fixed. Like, geez, it's like you wouldn't think that butterflies smell as much as they do,
Right.
but it's just like you're constantly excreting, like you're constantly excreting from every
well, yeah, I shit out of
orifice.
my wings.
And
So
and you're always like tasting everything. All right, pro basketball, con.
just
flicked.
basketball.
All right, now do my pro con list.
Okay, and I'm a big Flicked fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You big con. Don't have a name.
I so sorry about that. I can't help you there. I cannot improve in that department.
Pro. You've got great shoes.
Thank you.
Wonderful shoes.
I feel like I was a lot nicer with my pros.
Well, I'm just getting started.
Oh, okay.
We're just getting started. Con. You know, you've got that lazy eye.
Yeah.
And you really got to work on that.
I mean,
And because it's not even a condition. It's just that you're lazy.
No,
and you're like, I don't want to move my eye around.
it's just, whenever you wake up and your eyes aren't focused and you're too tired to make your eyes focus.
Yeah, but you see, here you are making it sound like a condition when you are literally just lazy in the eye.
Fine. All right, I'll put it on the list.
All right, there you go. Pro, very kind soul.
Thank you so
Very
much.
kind soul. And a great guest on the podcast. That's why you are indeed my favorite.
So glad I didn't really let loose with that con list then.
Well, there may yet be time.
Yeah, in the bonus episode, Bong, Blitz, and you.
Oh, speaking of bonus content, we
content.
are on Patreon.
What?
And we have 3 tiers, but beginning in our first tier for just $5 a month, you could get bonus Bong and a Blintz content. And who would want anything less than that?
I can't ask for anything more.
Right. I think I mean anybody, even Andrew, well, he's
a big fan of the podcast too. We have to.
I'm not on speaking terms with him anymore.
But
not after the
not after the sexual assault allegations or the couscous incident.
I wouldn't even say allegations. I would just say after the sexual assault because I was the whistleblower.
You were. Good on you.
Yeah.
So Patreon tier 3.
Patreon.
You get to be a whistleblower. How fun
We
is
give
that?
you a whistle. Also, tier 3, which is called the Oh Yeah Boo Boo tier.
Oh yeah, boo boo.
You get a free T-shirt. What else could you
Whoa.
want in life but an Oh Yeah Boo Boo T-shirt? And it's got the Bong and Blintz logo. And on the back, it says, mess it up. Can I get a mess it up? Oh, man.
Oh, wow. That is a
So
lot of fun.
But yeah,
A lot of fun.
But yeah, on my Patreon, it's just Bong and Blintz. Go find Bong and Blintz, and we'll link it, and you'll find it. And it's a great time. But we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we are going to be talking to a person, I believe.
Is it me?
Do you know? No, it won't be you.
Oh, okay. Is it the Fiji guest expert?
You invited them, so.
I did invite them. They are coming from Fiji.
Okay.
So, no, that's good. That's where we are.
Right.
Okay. So they should be here any minute. So
they're
just
gonna
stay
come right out of the
tuned.
crowd because everybody in Fiji is here right now.
Everybody.
Including the cast of Survivor, because they're just here year round.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Survivor's back. I'm
This is
really excited.
exciting.
I'm very excited about it. So we'll be right back. All right, stay tuned.
Oh yeah, boo boo.
Oh, we are back. We're back.
Hello.
Oh, hello to you. Hang on just a second. We just wanna address the audience and let them know that one of your fellow Fijians is here today, and we
Fiji?
are so excited. That's right. You are our Fijian expert, and we're so glad to have you. What is your name?
I do not know about Fiji.
I'm sorry?
I don't know anything about Fiji.
I was told you are our Fiji expert
By who?
by my favorite.
Oh, that bastard? No. She know nothing. I'm not Fiji expert.
Well, okay, what is your name?
John.
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 Oh, I see.
Yes. You recognize me?
John, the Ouija expert.
The Ouija expert.
Not the Fiji.
Ah,
I see.
What a hilarious misinterpretation of words. How funny.
Wow, John, and all the way from Switzerland.
All the way from Switzerland. Is that what my accent is?
No, as a matter of fact, as you know, being you, but you do live in Switzerland.
I was born in Switzerland and I will die in Switzerland, but I have not a Swiss accent.
Are you not? Are you unwell?
Huh?
Are you unwell?
No,
Because you're saying you're gonna die. Is that what the Ouija board has been telling you? Let's get into that. What has the Ouija board been telling
Ouija
you?
board. Here's the thing. Ouija board is not. It is like saying cell phone. You know, does cell phone tell you when you die? No, multiple people on cell phone tell you when you die. So multiple people on Ouija board tell me when I die.
Right. And I got a palm reading the other day, and like 4 dudes walked in the room and were like, "Are you here for the massage?" And I was like, "No." And then they walked out, and then 5 more people came in the room and said, "You're gonna die at a certain time."
I think you were at Pete Davidson's brothel, actually.
That's where I get my readings done.
It's a common mistake, but I think you walk into the wrong room.
Yeah, because he is able to rent out the space for part of the day, so.
So he split up time.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about Ouija board. What are your experiences with Ouija board?
Actually, this is a true story, as everything is on this podcast.
I mean, is anything on here fake?
Absolutely not, and we wouldn't have it.
Yeah.
So I did a Ouija board, and we turned the lights off, like put a towel under the door. We had like electric candles. So, it wasn't like great, but it was what we had.
No, that is the recommended type of candle. I mean,
Perfect.
you don't want to burn down your house.
and one person was clearly like, they didn't even try to disguise it. They were just like clearly just like moving the piece all around the board. Like we all took our hands off at the same time, and she just went whoop.
Oh no.
And we were like, come on.
Unfortunately, you were friends with a ghost. Because no, you see, it's a little known fact about Ouija board. Only ghost can move planchette.
Right.
So if you have ever moved the planchette, bad news, you're dead. You're dead.
And that's unfortunate, because I just found out. I saw the article the other day. Florida woman washed up on the shore with a Ouija board piece. And
oh no! Wait! Oh no! Oh no! Oh! She was in salt water with planchette.
Right.
That's not good. That is not good.
What does that mean for her afterlife?
Lots of whale piss. She's going to have a lot of trouble communicating with the Ouija board. Basically, people will have to be on an ocean in order to communicate with her, and she's just kind of gonna be floating around in the whale piss.
Gotcha.
I'm a little bit Irish now.
Well, that's interesting, because as everyone can tell from your accent, you are from Florida.
I am, and Switzerland.
Well, you know, right, and you were born in Florida. You lived there most of your life, and then because we've known each other a long time, I can tell.
The Switzerland part of Florida, because I did say I don't know if you remember this. I did say I was born in Switzerland.
Is that right?
Yeah.
We've been friends for I don't even know how long, and I never knew that.
And we just met.
When you say that, you mean because of course John has friends that John's known for 60 plus years, and we've only known each other maybe around 30. And
no. I did not mean to be here. Like, this is not, like, I thought I was, going to speak at Ouija board conference. Unfortunately, Hasbro is running out of ghost magic. Did you know that?
Hasbro, Switzerland.
No. Hasbro, the toy company. They who make the Ouija boards. They're the ones who infuse it with the ghost magic.
Oh, okay. Quick sidebar, John. Do you watch JonTron?
No.
Okay. Well,
I do nothing except Ouija board.
He had a video about ghosts in a Toys R Us. Anyway, continue.
Oh, I will have to look up this JonTron. Trojan. All right. I write that down right now. Trojan horse. Awesome.
Okay, I think you got it.
I think I got it too. So I want to talk more about Ouija board. I know nothing else. I know nothing.
Okay.
Any questions about Ouija board? Anything I can answer for
Right.
the?
So I hear there's this deal going around regarding fast passes in the afterlife.
Fast pass.
Because there's such a long line, to meet your maker. And I hear that, if you pay Disney the extra $200, because they've bought out everything. They bought out Star Wars. They bought out the afterlife.
They bought out hell. Yes.
Yeah. And so I
That
hear,
was a huge. That was a. So many Ouija board makers lost their lives during that time. It was very sad during the Disney massacre of necromancers.
right. But would you recommend paying the extra 200?
No. Okay, so here's the thing. People are going to tell you, yes, just go ahead and do it. You get to meet your family.
You're going to be dead anyway.
No, but that's exactly my point. So 200 afterlife dollars, do you know the exchange rate into Earth currency?
I am unaware.
It is almost $250.
So it's kind of like the pound to dollar ratio.
I mean, it's kind of one of those things where you don't expect it and then just kind of sneaks up on you.
You know what? That is absolutely obscene. And can I just say this because if I'm gonna die, right? I'm not gonna pay $250. I'll pay $200 gladly. $250. What are you doing? My family's gonna go broke. How are they supposed to support themselves?
How
you know what
are
I'm
they
saying?
supposed to support them? No, and this is why
it's
I
like
say
I'm barely getting by, in my castle, and
podcast is doing that well.
yeah,
Congratulations.
I'm selling a lot of stuff on Etsy.
What's the website again?
It's etsy.com/shop/Bong and Blintz store. And I'm doing great, but I can't feed my family if I don't have that $250.
If you don't have that $250. And see, this is the issue with Disney. And so I'm planning something big. Can't really talk about it. But I am going to... We're friends, right? We met 10 minutes ago?
Yeah, in 2010.
No, you keep trying to prolong how long we've known each other.
You know what I think it is?
I just met you.
You know what I think it is?
What?
I think that the Ouija spirit has filled me, and I feel like I have, since I do have all this knowledge about you, and I knew that you were from Florida, I knew that you were from Switzerland, I knew all these things about you. I think the Ouija spirit overcame me, and I just kind of assumed that we had known each other for all this time.
That does happen. It can imbue undeserving people with knowledge, And what did you do?
Oh, sorry, that was just someone in our audience. We're live from Fiji now.
Fiji? Where am I'm in Fiji?
This is Fiji.
I can't.
I know.
No, you remember the whole whale piss thing. I can't be near salt water.
Well, we're in the studio, so you'll be okay.
How do I get off?
Well, if you're Pete Davidson, you don't.
Oh, it's his...
So we were planning on turning you into Pete Davidson.
Is that what this is?
Mm-hmm. So my favorite came in. She drugged you. She brought you here because she knew you'd be scared of the whale piss. And then we had planned on turning you into Pete Davidson. the gig is
bastard.
up. One of them.
I knew I shouldn't trust her. She don't have name. What is up with that?
What is up with that? I mean, you've got a great name.
I do have a great name. And neither of them are spelled the same, and neither of them are spelled how you expect.
Let's do the Ouija board right now to see how it's spelled.
Right now?
Yeah,
All
go
right.
ahead.
Okay.
You ready?
So technically, so remember, you can't move it.
Right.
You can't move it.
All right.
All right. All right. So,
oh,
okay.
Look at that.
Oh, where's it going? Where's it going?
E.
E.
Oh.
Oh, it's going somewhere else. Where's it going? I
G.
too am extremely curious to see where it goes.
P.
I have not been keeping up with the letters.
EOGP, so thus far. Y. N. John.
Oh, that's interesting.
John.
Oh, okay. Do you want to do it right now?
Yeah, and then for the last name,
Again?
Okay.
It's telling me my name.
Uh-huh.
Oh, P E N I. Oh, come on, guys. It does not.
The spirits in here
The
are having a little laugh.
Oh, my.
They're having
You know,
a little laugh.
see, this is something that people don't expect with Ouija board. They always think, you know.
Does this happen often?
This happens all the time.
I feel like if
would-
I was the spirit, I would be doing this constantly.
I mean, you see how it happened. Dead people have same sense of humor as live people. It is
And
just,
it's lowbrow.
and it's so low. You would be surprised. The afterlife full of lowbrow humor. They're gonna, whenever Dane Cook gets down there, they're gonna love it. And
God,
according to the Ouija board, not long do they have to wait.
Clearly
That is not a threat.
long.
That is not a threat. I want to make it very clear that that is not a threat on Dane Cook life. Not a threat.
Well, Dane Cook, yeah, right. Yeah, he understands.
I loved him an employee of the month.
He's a good friend of the show.
He's good. Oh, he listened to the show?
Dane Cook is here right now. What?
What?
Dane, what are you doing?
It's me, Dane Cook.
Oh my God! It's so good to have you.
It's so good to see you too.
Oh man, can I level with you?
Yeah.
You're my favorite comedian.
It was just kidding. It's me. It's my favorite.
Oh shit!
You said Dane Cook was your favorite?
Boy, if I stepped in it.
You really stepped in it. Listen, I have
Well, you
put
have a
so
real
much effort into this podcast.
You're right, and
So
especially in the shape shifting has been remarkable.
I did look exactly like Dane Cook.
Yeah.
You know, and it just to hear this was a test. This was a test to see if, you know, this was a test to see if I really was your favorite, and it appears not.
It appears not.
And so I kind of want an explanation for that. What happened in the time that I left?
I gotta be honest with you.
Dane Cook is funnier than me? Do you want to look me in the eyes and say that Dane Cook is funnier than me?
Look, I got something to tell you.
Okay.
I see drunk people.
Okay.
Okay.
How does that align with...
Wait, hang on. There's a camera here. There's a camera here. There's a camera here.
Oh,
And this is within the Bong and Blintz podcast. This is a new show called Actor's Nightmare, and you've been pranked.
Oh, no!
You've been pranked.
Oh, this is so embarrassing.
Oh, man.
Oh, no. Oh, man. How could you do this to
You've been pranked, you fool.
This is a good prank. I definitely agree with the structure of this prank.
You fool.
Me fool. Oh, man.
Wow.
What a terrible episode.
I agree. Oh, man. Boy, do we have fun here.
We have fun.
Have
Certainly.
Have you ever had this much fun?
Yeah, many times.
Okay, good. Just
I
checking.
would say more fun than this many times.
Like, in what kind of setting?
One time I did a Ouija board with John, I believe that
Really?
you met them.
John, what do you remember this?
Ouija board? Yes, I remember Ouija board.
No, do you remember with my favorite?
No.
John doesn't remember. Are you lying to me?
No,
Because everyone knows
no.
that everything on this show is completely
No,
factually accurate.
And the thing is, like, I really want to uphold to that truth. Like, I really want to stay in that truth, but I just, it is true.
Oh, it is true. Okay, good. All right, well, John Tron, that's not your name. John, I don't know. You seem to have a poor memory. Is that, can the spirits let me know if you do or not?
Yes, I do.
Oh.
I have to get rid of all my memory in exchange for spelling. Yes, I'm very good speller, you know?
What kind of words can you spell?
All of them.
That brings us to our last and final segment. Spell that.
Oh boy.
Spell it.
Oh boy. IT.
Wow, you win $1 million.
$1 million?
$1 million.
When do I collect that?
Well, you get it like in monthly installments over the next 60 years. But if you don't want that, you could always
I
exchange
can't do that math fast enough.
Okay, you can always exchange it for the Afterlife Fast Pass, the ALFP, because you're a spelling champ. You would know that.
I do know that.
If you would like to, it's up to you.
That is going to feed my family for a very long time.
Okay, very good. That has been our show, and we love you guys so much, and you can check us out everywhere. Oh boy, boom, Big Shaq is here again. Good to see you, bud. Everyone's just having a good time out there. Anyway, we've had a good time.
Yeah.
My favorite, what do you think? You have a good time?
I feel pretty attacked, if I'm being completely honest. I
well,
feel like
you were pranked. Yeah, you got fucking pranked.
did.
You
I
got
got pranked.
pwned. You got pwned. And it was really embarrassing, too.
It was super embarrassing. And
Wow.
I kind of I feel like it could have gone better.
Well, it's too late now. And
Do you feel like it could have gone better?
I do, and you will not be added to the group chat.
Oh, man. But am I still your favorite?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Always.
thanks.
Always,
Aw.
always, always. You're welcome back anytime, as a matter of fact. But that has been our show, and you guys can check us out on Etsy, on Patreon, on Instagram at Bab Podcast. That's BAAB Podcast. And we would like to thank our sponsors, just like every retail store that's
Every
out there.
retail store. What was it? Aeropostale, American Eagle, and Hollister.
And Printify.
Andrew.
Because they're good. Well, yeah, he did donate money. We didn't accept it.
We didn't accept it. We want to make that clear.
And thank you to Pete and Pete's Brothel.
And Organ Harvesting Clinic.
Absolutely. And that is going to do it for us. And we will see you next week. And this is a special shout out, by the way, to our fans in Dublin who we mentioned earlier.
But I don't know if it made the final cut. I don't remember, actually.
Meaning that we do you do a slight incision on every show because this is a live show.
Because this is live. I keep forgetting.
Occasionally we will do an incision. That's what we mean by final cut.
Yeah.
But Dublin, we love you. Brussels.
Much love to Dublin from Fiji.
Brussels, we love you as well. You've always been great. All of you out there. And we will see you next week. Kyla, play us out.